Hello, my wonderful, amazing artists. It's me, Miss Abby, your art teacher. And today we are creating outer space drawings. And for this, we're going to need a piece of paper, some drawing tools, and maybe something like this cup or a round circle of tape or a paper plate to use as a circle trace template if you're like me and are not very confident in your circles. Let's get started. Okay, so to start with, I'm going to use a pencil first because I want to get things right. You can either trace around a circle-shaped item to help you out, or you can just freehand it like this and draw some circles of some different shapes and sizes. It's space, so we gotta add some stars too. That's how I do it. But everyone has a different way of drawing stars. And then you can think about, okay, is this gonna be realistic? Like a scientific drawing of the solar system with all the right with, all of the planets in the solar system? Or is it going to be science fiction, like Star Wars or something, using your imagination to imagine completely new planets? That part's up to you. You can either go realistic or imaginative. I remember even last year that somebody in second grade created a donut planet, and I'll never forget that. Now, if you want to create a planet like Saturn, which has a ring around it, here's how you do it with a pencil. You draw a long, skinny oval around the Saturn planet. Then you erase one of the lines so it looks like the ring is going behind the planet. So that's one way of doing it. Here's a tip for drawing a planet kind of like our planet Earth. If you want to do a planet with some land and some water, is to do some squiggly wiggly lines touching the edge of the planet. Then coloring in, we got green and blue. And did you know that the Earth has more water than it does land? Isn't that cool? So I like to trace out my colors first, and then color in the green area. And I'm going to use markers for the planets, and then crayons for the background. There you go. But this would work with any materials you've got. Watercolor paint would look amazing here if you've got it. I'm going to color in the water. And I'm picking the dark marker colors with the light crayon colors because crayons are a little lighter and less saturated than our markers. And that means that it looks like it creates the optical illusion. It looks like the planet is popping out in front of the crayon. See? One more optical illusion you can create to make your planets look 3D is to use some curvy lines. For example, I'm going to do a Jupiter planet right here. And I'm making the lines curve. I'm also doing the Jupiter spot. I'm making lines that curve. They're not straight, flat lines. They're curving and swerving. Like that, see? I'm going to do a pattern of pink and orange. Maybe a little purple in the spot, because I want this to look kind of bright and glowy. Okay, but once you have your planets, maybe you have a cool spaceship. Like, I think I'm going to make cool spaceship too and some stars. Then you can color everything in. Let's get started. Ta-da! Here's my space picture. And I mixed science fiction and realistic by adding this purple rocket, the Earth and Saturn, but I gave them kind of science fiction-y bright colors because that's just what I felt like doing. But I would love to see you give this a try. It's amazing how easy it is to start drawing a picture of outer space. All you need to do is draw some circles and add some stripes and some patterns and some color to those circles, and you've had a really amazing starting point to tell a science fiction story. Bye, have fun making art.